Face reality, people. Movies are dead. Games are dead. Narrative? Dead.
Media is nothing but neural trigger response and viral conditioning.
Wait, what are you two talking about?
All right. So we got another reaction / discussion. And this one's involving I guess people are going crazy. They're going crazy about it with the LeBron and KG bringing up LeBron possibly being on PEDs. And I guess before we say anything, we'll just play the clips and then get our thoughts on it. Here we go. Here's the main one people heard. I think it's KG talking to Paul Pierce, I think. Mr. I didn't shit my pants during the finals guy. Give me a wheelchair. I think I shit my pants. That's a conspiracy theory, but it's fucking hilarious. It's fucking funny.
That's crazy.
When he gets carried out, bro. That's one of the funniest things ever. But all right. All right. Here's KG and Paul Pierce.
Bucket on Braun right now? Yeah, he can get a bucket on Braun right now. Nope. Yeah, he can get a bucket. No way.
What about Bronny?
Nah, he can get a bucket on Braun averaging 25. No, I didn't say he ain't. I don't care what he's doing, but he ain't sliding, playing that it's a level. 25? Nah. Lord, 25? You still, Lord, he dunking? He's still dunking the ball with. I'm saying that Bronny can get a bucket on Braun. I'm saying he can't. One rollout, get a bucket. 3 dribbles? No way. I'm talking about. He can get a bucket on. No. Man, come on. That little dude is explosive, bro. He is, but you seen his dad? His dad on that balcony.
That's hilarious.
They put the Wikipedia of Balco. Oh, shit. Sorry, Bear Bonds. So that's just funny. Hilarious. But there's more. He said more than that. And I'm going to use Man Down Sports here. I think he has some of the other clips. All right, here we
go. Is he joking? Is he not joking?
That's a direct reaction to what we just watched.
Why even say that? Because that's something serious. So just throw out there. But the crazy thing is,
it'd be funny though.
The only time he's threw it out there. Earlier, before the season started, they was talking about the NBA and all these things, and he said this.
You know, when I'm watching Braun not only spend $1 million. That was what, 5 years ago? He's probably up to 2.5 in what he's doing. He probably do stem cells, B12. Man, how do you Balco out? Man, I don't even know. I can only imagine. But I say this to say his desire is matched with his health.
Stem cell, B12,
Balco. I'm not surprised at fucking all.
That's crazy.
That's twice he's mentioned Balco.
By the way, that bleep did not knock out. It's sorry, forgive me. I just think things like that are just funny. Look when he curses and they bleep it out, but you could just still hear him saying it. It's just funny.
Here is matched with his health and what he's invested in himself. I'm not surprised at fucking all.
It's twice he's mentioned Balco.
I just find that funny. Sorry.
Then the other thing, he was on Stephen A. Smith's show, and he had this to say.
I'll say it right in front of you. You know how I am about MJ, but I'll say it for you because you're my brother. I'll be like this. I have been watching LeBron lately, and I've been going like this. Oh shit.
Really?
I mean, 21st season. What the hell is going on? You know, I
what's
have
going
looked
on.
at him and went like,
It's like he feels good to say that instead of like it being real. Like, come on.
Listen, we're never going to disrespect the king. You know what I'm saying? Black
No doubt.
Jesus, shout to MJ. He's my GOAT of all of this, the business, the everything. He's the vision
Stop
of
caveating,
what
KG.
every black man should aspire for. Being a billionaire, having your own,
We're talking about basketball, KG. Stop it.
Yeah.
But here we go.
your own labels being revealed. Like, he set the tone, right? Man, we ain't never seen a 6'9", 265 run the joint, 3'8", run the like I get it. I played against bro. I've let it go. It ain't personal with me no more. I'm watching as a fan, and I'm giving flowers, and I'm looking at it from a different perspective of things that I've never seen in the game, Steve. Mm-hmm. Like, I ain't seen some of the stuff we're talking about. Bro, it's all new to the game. We ain't never seen a 39-year-old. Bro, you know what 39 feel like. You know what 39 feel like, bro. 39, bro. Bron got to be on some goddamn stuff that ain't came out yet.
I don't know what the hell's up.
Bro,
I can't believe what I'm seeing, and I'm so grateful because you know me. I want to be in LA in June, so I'm not mad. I'm very, I'm very,
Look at
very
Stephen A.
happy
trying to
see him
deflect.
doing what he doing. I ain't apologize for that shit to nobody.
And
I'm
share that
straight
shit,
up
man.
and
I
down.
need some of that new, goddamn. I need some of that new. Bring that. Let me get some of that.
Damn right. Damn right. What?
No, you know what
I'm gonna play that again.
like.
I'm gonna play that again.
No,
The
you
I'm
Let
gonna
him play it
the last part
again. Play it
You
again.
know what 39 feel like, bro. 39, bro. Bron got to be on some goddamn stuff that ain't came out yet, bro.
I don't know what the hell's up.
Bro,
I can't believe what I'm seeing, and I'm so grateful because you know me. I want to be in LA in June, so I'm not mad. I'm very.
The Stephen A. deflection.
What?
The Stephen A.
He
deflection.
deflected by kind of agreeing.
He's like, I am. Yeah.
Hey, I want to see him there no matter what. I want to be in the finals. I want to be in LA in the finals. Like, what that mean? What's the context of that answer? He just said this guy's on some shit. He like, hey, whatever you got to do.
All right. Let me ask, Anthony. What is your idea with the idea of LeBron James and any type of performance enhancing drug? Like, what is your understanding of it? Do you have maybe something we didn't hear here yet, or whatever the fuck that you're aware of, or anything like that? Good.
The little stint in Miami. That's about it.
Do you mean what's his name? A-Rod's boy?
Biogenesis.
Yeah. What's his
Tony
fucking name?
Bosch.
Tony Bosch. There you go. That guy. Oh man.
We're like, wasn't he hurt or something?
I don't remember. The thing I remember about that was this is like years ago, and it was like considered basically a conspiracy theory on YouTube, where there was like some girl who was like one of the like bookkeeper type of people or whatever, or secretaries or whatever.
For Tony Bosch, yeah.
For Tony Bosch, and she said someone in Miami with the initials LJ would come here and get this stuff or that stuff, and like everyone's like, "Oh, they mean LeBron James," because it started when he got to Miami, and it ended when he left.
And I'm sorry, but that's around the same time A-Rod got on the program.
Mm-hmm. So like, this theory's been out there for a while.
Like what? A-Rod got caught in 2014. That's when LeBron left.
Yeah. And somebody named
We should watch it. We should watch that one day. Like I'm down to watch that soon. The real time sports.
No.
The expose they did. They did an expose on that whole situation.
We got to go with the guy who made Cocaine Cowboys. The dude from Miami who made Cocaine Cowboys documentary.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know he made one.
He made an A-Rod, like strictly A-Rod documentary. And like all that shit is all up in there, bro. It's kind of fucking crazy. That's where when James was talking about the dude who where they gave him like plane, like, hey man, just hey Tony Bosch, take this plane to this area.
Yeah, go to Colombia.
They're like
Colombia.
They're like, oh shit,
and just hang out there for like 6 months. He told them or something.
And he's worried they're gonna fucking put a hit out, they're gonna kill him or some shit like that.
Yeah,
it's like that's all.
That's when he went. That's when he ran to the feds.
Yeah.
That's how the legend goes.
Yeah.
That's when he ran.
But someone, as far as the biogenesis lab, someone named some sort of like known LeBron associate. Forgive me, audience. I forgot the details. I should have this handy with me, but I'm just kind of remembering it right now. Someone who was a part of like LeBron's like entourage or team or whatever the fuck picked up some things from biogenesis for someone with the initials LJ. I think that's what happened there. And don't quote me on that. And that's like, oh good God. That is for some reason not taking that serious in the NBA, but that would be super duper like.
No, it's not. It's not. Rashad Lewis is still like the last guy. He got caught.
And if he put up fucking super Hall of Fame numbers, no one would care. He'd be in the Hall of Fame.
No, yeah, no one would care.
It's crazy. But for me, going off my understanding of just seeing other athletes caught with things, and also the eye test of like looking at people and shit like that. Not that that's like scientific or anything. It's just looking at them, and like you could, I don't know. It feels like something in your mind's like, is that possible to look like that? And I mean something like more like, can you hold that much weight while also having this low of body fat, while also being able to move around like you're not tired all the time, simultaneously, is like kind of fucking crazy. And as far as people bringing up like, if someone brought up like a counter argument like, he never failed a drug test. Well, neither did Barry Bonds. Neither did Lance Armstrong.
Dude, the NBA tells you like a week ahead.
Yes, these guys call that shit
the day
an
you're
IQ
gonna get
test.
tested. Yeah, like you have to be an idiot to fail it.
It is called an IQ test for a reason. I've heard guys on YouTube that I haven't seen it in a while. There's a guy named like Jason Blaha or some shit like that. I haven't watched him in like years, but he would talk about because he used to supply people in college, like athletes in college, with shit. And it's like, oh my god, look how deep the rabbit hole is fucking getting. Because these guys aren't even making it to the fucking. Oh, most of them are not going to the fucking pros.
No, in any of the sports.
And there's this many on shit. It's like,
no. So it's like, God forbid, but like even like a guy like John Morant, like because there's also this misconception that if you don't look like Barry Bonds or LeBron or McGuire, you're not on something. It's like, dude,
exactly.
There's that guy D Gordon, and like what's that sprinter you said on something Johnson?
Michael Johnson.
I think it's Michael Johnson.
There's Michael Johnson, and there's Ben.
What's the lady's name? Marion something.
Marion Jones. Yeah.
Marion Jones. But anyways, it's there like everyone associates that with just strength. It's the endurance and recovery too. That's you could say that's more pivotal.
Yes, that's Lance Armstrong.
Depending on exactly Lance Armstrong. Or this guy's fucking. He's like the Energizer Bunny. He just keeps going.
He's not 250 pounds of pure muscle.
No,
he's a small guy.
What, 185? Maybe less.
No, I think he's way less than that. He's a skinny fucking dude for what an endurance athlete like that is trying to do. They're skinny. They're ripped, right? You can see their veins popping out of their muscles and shit, but they're not like bulky. They're not Barry Bonds or Mark McGuire or whatever. No. Which is usually the thing, like you said, is usually the thing that's associated with steroids or bodybuilding.
And it's so lazy, bro. Like, come on.
It is.
I don't know though, but there's a like I'm kind of a layman. I don't know the ins and outs of this, but like been around enough people, and I know people took steroids too, and they're on both sides of the spectrum.
Me too. Yep.
Or it's like, this guy can run for fucking days. This guy can train for days. And this guy can fucking bench 450 like nothing, 550 like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it does different things depending on what you want to do.
There is, okay, the guy who, like, Garnett brought up Balco, right? And you have Victor Conte, who I think he's like the lead chemist or maybe the creator or owner of Balco or whatever the fuck. Like he went down with the Barry Bonds shit, right? He went to jail, I think, and for all that. And the way he talks about, like, at least on that Joe Rogan podcast I saw him on, where he's like, there are so many athletes fucking juicing that you don't fucking realize it. It's almost like an illusion, almost like we're living in a fantasy of what what is possible for an athlete to do, because a lot of these guys are on some shit, man.
Yeah,
they are. Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Like I was looking at I was looking at what Robbie Cano was on, and I started looking at what this is, and it's like, holy shit, this guy's trying to keep what he has already. He's not even trying to fucking necessarily bulk up. He's just trying to stay. He's trying to stay at a certain level. Trying to get you. use the cycle to let. He just needs that little extra, not not enough to go crazy, just enough to keep the testosterone at a certain level, and
Yes.
those kind of things.
Oh yes. And audience, that is cheating. That is performance
Yes, that
enhancing.
is cheating.
Robinson Cano is a baseball player, just because people might not know baseball players.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it's relatively famous, right? New York Yankee, kind of famous for that, and he signed a big contract with Seattle. People kind of know who he is, but like, just in case you don't know, he's a baseball player. Who's very prominent in a certain time period, and oh god, a baseball player. But here's the thing: they made it stigmatized with baseball to where guys would be getting caught more. I think because of the audience stigmatizing it towards like this, you can't just like they made it like a thing with baseball. Meanwhile, it's like they're looking at 370-pound fucking linemen just body slamming people on their TV every Sunday, and they're just like, oh no, it's just football, normal. They didn't care about the steroid. It didn't seem like people cared about the steroid thing with something like that. And the same goes with basketball. Like, look, he has an 80-inch fucking vertical, right? It's just cool to watch
yeah,
that instead of like caring. Like, is this guy? Could he be on shit?
yeah. Listen to this. Listen to this. Cano took. This is one of them. Stanozolo. I don't
Stanozol
know.
or some shit like that.
Stanozol. Stanozol is commonly used by athletes and bodybuilders alike to lose body fat while retaining lean body mass.
Yep.
It is usually used in a cutting cycle to help preserve lean body mass while metabolizing adiposity. I don't know what that is, although it has been proven conclusively that has it has any special fat. It does have special fat burning
Yeah.
properties.
Yeah. Well,
Which is something a guy like what's his name, Liam Hemsworth would use, or these other guys,
oh
The
yes,
Rock,
people who want to take their shirts off for the camera.
Hugh
Yes,
Jackman, yeah, Ryan Gosling, Captain
bodybuilders
America,
and less so bodybuilders, but more so. What's the other term? Like the Arnold guy, like Mr. Universe guys.
Life. I don't know, health fitness guy.
There's a name for them, but whatever. Like those guys who want to like look like super muscular, but also not have fat, right? Because you got to imagine the amount of calories you have to consume in order to maintain muscle mass that large, right?
Yeah,
Like there's it's nature. There's a balance in nature, right? Okay, you want more protein, right, to make your muscles big. Okay, here's your protein. But guess what? There's a bunch of fat coming with it. Thus, your six pack's going to go away, or you won't be as defined with your muscles. You won't be as quote unquote veiny. Pause. Right. So there's
yeah.
like a balance to it. But if there's some sort of chemical that can do like it'll burn your fat but keep your muscles there, then it's like a magic potion at that point, and you get
All
to
right,
look like Arnold.
next one. Trying to see what's the next. What's the furosemide? That's the other drug he used.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
I'm about to find it out.
While you're doing that, I have a big one. Which guess what? Even people following the LeBron James steroid shit right now, they're unaware of this. I think a lot of them are unaware of this, and it's a fucking crazy story that happened. And I paid all attention to it when it came out, but it got dismissed. It kind of got dismissed by the mainstream, very dismissed. But I'll let you tell me what the fuck's going on with that shit first. You're still looking it up, or
Yeah, my bad. So
you good? Oh man, I wish people knew, man. I wish people knew. And yes, you're gonna see. We went over a Too Raw for Sports video about Major League Baseball and the Hall of Fame and how like certain guys who were prominent names in regards to steroids versus others who weren't as prominent in regards to steroids, but they still made it into the Hall of Fame while these other motherfuckers didn't. Like Roger Clemens or Barry Bonds didn't make it. David Ortiz did.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, it's a rabbit hole, and I almost feel bad for the sports fan that doesn't look into this stuff, because you might be surprised. Because you're going to see certain people, you're going to hear about certain people. They were like, wait a minute, that guy didn't look like we were saying before, he didn't look like Barry Bonds. So like, how the fuck is this some sort of steroid guy? Then it's like you realize this other dude over here is just running faster, jumping higher, doing this better, doing that better, athletically speaking, right? Running faster, all that shit. But this guy's clean. Just like fucking Usain Bolt. Where it's like everyone behind them gets test positive, but he's clean. But he's dusting them by a lot in track and field terms. He's dusting these fools. But they're all on shit. But he's not. It's like it makes you think a little bit. Makes you wonder, what's going on here. Did you find that shit?
It's like it's a diuretic.
Okay. I don't know
It
exactly.
cleans something out. It's just a bad substance.
Oh, okay. It's to clean out the evidence of steroid use, maybe?
It may be.
Okay. Well,
I'm reading here about Nelson Cruz.
Nelson Cruz been popped?
Cause he didn't get popped. He didn't fail.
Oh, he did,
got
didn't
suspended.
he?
No, he got caught being part of biogenesis. He didn't fail. I think he did fail test, but that was before or after he did that. The biogenesis shit.
Yeah.
But show me what you want to show me.
All right. I'm just going to say it, and people can look it up on their own when they want to. But there was a documentary some years ago. I forgot which years. It has to be after 2014, I'm pretty sure. And it's in regards to, and it was made by Al Jazeera. Now, if you know who Al Jazeera is, as far as a news company, Americans wrote them all like, oh, terrorist supporters, terrorist sympathizers, terrorist organization. So they dismissed this entire documentary about performance-enhancing drugs being passed, and kind of like the routes of how people get these things, and some big names that come up in regards to some of these providers that were caught undercover, like on undercover camera. And the biggest name that came out of that thing was Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning's career almost ended through injury in 2010 while playing for the Indianapolis Colts. Charlie Sly claims he was part of a medical team that helped Manning recover.
What's he like as a person, though, Peyton?
He's really cool. If you just sit down with him. The first time I met him was at Geyers. I was like, I really appreciate you guys working with me. It sounded real genuine.
The Geyer Institute in Indianapolis offers a range of genuine anti-aging treatments. We've confirmed Charlie Sly worked in their pharmacy in 2011. That was also the season Peyton Manning missed through injury.
Oh, yeah, with his wife?
Oh, yeah. When he had drugs shipped to his house under his wife's name. It's like, huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Some doctors in anti-aging clinics who've supplied performance-enhancing drugs have been fined and jailed, their clinics shut down. Charlie Sly's claims, if true, suggest Dr. Geyer was widely prescribing growth hormone.
Do you think he gives HGH to loads of them?
To lots of patients, yeah. I know for a fact he does. I would see patients with him for part of the day, and the other part of the day, I would work in his pseudo pharmacy. Yeah, I'm surprised that his place has not been shut down yet. Geyer's place.
Really?
Yeah.
Dr. Geyer didn't respond to our request for a comment. Charlie Sly said his statements about athletes were false and incorrect.
And remember, they're saying he might have done that shit before, because that whole neck surgery shit was weird.
Yeah.
Like, why did you do neck surgery, bro?
Bro, KG brought that shit up. Like, I don't know if you got to go to Germany and get some fucking special treatment.
And that's what happened with Peyton Manning, right?
Peyton Manning did that with his neck. Kobe did it with his knee, I think. But there's this guy. I forgot his name, man. This dude's name was like kind of weird. Charlie Sly. I think is what the guy's name was, Charlie Sly or some shit like that. And this dude after he started snitching on Peyton Manning had dudes in black suits roll up to his fucking house.
Yeah, bro. You can't fucking man, bro.
Dude.
My name is Charles Sly. It has come to my attention that the broadcaster Al Jazeera has somehow obtained recordings or communications of me making statements concerning a number of athletes, and that Al Jazeera plans to air a program about them. Any recordings of me were made without my knowledge or consent. It is my belief that an individual named Liam Collins secretly made those recordings. Liam is a reputed fraudster who is banned in his native United Kingdom from running any investment businesses. The statements on any recordings or communications that Al Jazeera plans to air are absolutely false and incorrect. To be clear, I am recanting any such statements, and there is no truth to any statement of mine that Al Jazeera plans to air. Under no circumstances should any of those statements, recordings, or communications be aired.
Dude, I remember Peyton Manning. I watched the headlines and I watched it because Peyton Manning was asked about this. Like after when he was on the Broncos when this was going down, and they asked him about it, and he's like, "Well, I don't know. This is disgusting. These are disgusting lies," and like he's doing all the politically correct things to save his own ass, lawyer talk ass shit. He was doing all that shit, bro.
Yeah.
And now, where we see him now, he's on every fucking commercial. He's the poster boy of NFL marketing and all that shit, football marketing. It's like, dude, this shit's like, because the other guys who were also named in that thing, like, remember, is it Taylor Teagarden? He was a catcher for like the Cubs or something like that. He got in trouble for that. He got suspended. And
I didn't remember that.
I think it's Taylor Teagarden. I think it was like a catcher. And I think he was playing for the Cubs at the time. And he was in the documentary, like undercover caught him.
It was time to meet Charlie Sly again. We wanted to test his doping expertise and his level of connections. He proved his link to one sportsman very quickly. Waiting at his building is a baseball player, Taylor Teagarden.
I played with the Cubs last year, and I played with 3 other different teams. I kind of bounced around a little bit.
It seems Charlie's guided him on a mix of clean and banned substances, including the steroid Delta 2.
I used it last year. Yeah. I was scared, to be honest with you. I took it for like 2 weeks. Right. And I had a test 4 weeks after my last administration of it. Nothing happened. And I was also taking peptides too, but they were all urine tests, no blood tests.
So are they not doing blood tests?
No, they do.
They do.
They do, but once a year, maybe twice at most.
Yeah.
Some peptides leave the body in hours, others last days. So unless players are tested soon after taking these banned drugs, they've a good chance of getting away with it.
Which with these fucking
there
were vials in his fucking refrigerator. He's like, yeah, just keep them cold for 24, 48 hours, and then do what you got to do. Like it was like that type of shit.
And he's a non-factor.
Exactly. He's doing that to stay in.
That's like, bro, the Tatis shit. That shit pissed me off, bro.
Fernando Tatis.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, where you're like, oh, he had ringworm, so he took some shit.
How about Canelo Alvarez? Huh?
I didn't hear that one.
Where he had apparently a contaminated meat.
Oh yeah. Remind me what happened though. Yeah, what happened when he had contaminated?
I'm pretty sure he tested positive for something.
Oh, he failed the test because he had contaminated meat, right? That was an excuse.
He had some sort of meat or beef or whatever the fuck, and in Mexico, and he said it was contaminated with he said, his team said it was contaminated with some sort of thing that would blip on the radar of a drug test.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yo. It's like, yo, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry to burst the bubble of the modern sports fan, but like this shit is more prevalent than you're even thinking. You're looking at LeBron like, look at this guy, 6'9", 270 pounds, pure muscle, no body fat, running, jumping at 39 years old, doing all this crazy shit. And it's like, what if it's Taylor Teagarden? Hey, audience, do you know who Taylor Teagarden is? Of course you don't. But that guy was on shit. How come he doesn't look like LeBron, move like LeBron, do anything like LeBron James does? I understand there's a factor in regards to genetics, 100%, or even work ethic or anything like that. I 100% agree. But this guy who's taking all the shit he can just to stay in the league, not to be like an all-star, not even to be a starter, just to be in Major League Baseball. He's doing all this shit. He's doing the workouts along with it. And he couldn't do it. Like, think about it.
This is what Tatis took. Tatis took close to ball. First used in athletics by the East Germany state-sponsored doping regime. Close to ball helps build muscle and allows athletes to train harder and recover more quickly. It's an anabolic steroid.
Yeah, that's basically what an anabolic is, as far as I understand. I'm not an expert on this. Going story by story. Is that it? That's all you got popped for, or something else?
Yeah, that's all you got popped for. Yeah.
Okay, and here's even more shit here, in regards to like guys like Manny Ramirez who got popped for shit that wasn't steroids itself. It was a clear masking agent to mask that you took shit. Right? It's like, hey man, why is your estrogen levels up?
That's what this shit does. This shit.
Are you transitioning, Manny? Manny, are you becoming
this shit
Manuela?
Cover up the estrogen.
Manny, are you becoming Manuela Ramirez?
Manuela Ramirez.
Are you trying to transition? Because otherwise, we don't understand why there's this much estrogen in your fucking blood system like this, bro. It's like, holy shit.
So it's a chemical it's like an imbalance, right?
Yeah.
He's trying to put more estrogen to lower the testosterone to pass the test.
Yes. It's I think they do it by ratios, like your testosterone to estrogen levels or whatever it is. So,
and his was out of whack when they tested him.
Well, I think they found a substance that contributes to increasing your estrogen levels or something like that.
Yeah.
So that it, like, okay, that's like a signal that this guy took some shit in order to hide his testosterone levels. And Manny wore some baggy uniforms to hide his fucking body because he's a big boy. He's a big boy. And he is hiding that shit.
No belly, but he dresses like he's fucking 300 pounds. Dude's fucking ripped.
Yeah, he's a fucking tank. The fucking tank of a human. Oh, good God. And then here's something to where it's like, I think even the sports themselves, the major sports are complicit with, which is something like testosterone, TRT, right? Testosterone replacement therapy, I think it's called.
Yes.
To where it's like, now you have a legal way to take performance enhancing drugs, bro. Like, hey man, my testosterone is abnormally low, so I need some testosterone to get it back up. And you can get a legal slip from the league and your doctors to be able to do that. And it's like, well, why is your T level so low if you're the supreme fucking athlete? Oh, because maybe you were cycling some shit and it took your T level so low that you need supplements now to keep it back up. Once again, like, I'm not some expert on any of this. This is me just like repeating what I've heard in other places, but it makes sense.
Well, it's like, yeah, but we watched the Reacher guy say,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, my T level was 0, so I had to start juicing, but I didn't juice before this. It's the same logic.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be like semi-extreme medical reasons of why people's testosterone are low, like naturally low, and they want or need a boost. But does that apply to Mike Trout? Or Bryce Harper? Does that apply to those guys? Or LeBron James? Does that apply to these people? No. Like, come on.
But it's totally legal to seek.
But it's legal. It doesn't get tested for because you have the legal permission slip from the fucking commissioner and the office of the NBA or the MLB or NFL, and it's all good. You're all good, man. Like, if anything, forget about what we're saying. I recommend whoever's listening, at least to this portion of the video, I highly recommend going down that fucking rabbit hole. Look into like the idea of PEDs in sports, and it's not even sports, just like even like these videos that are like natty or not, right? Like, is this person natural?
Yeah, actors too. All these actors.
Yes. Look into all of it,
And they
then,
kind of like they're not even hiding it. Though that's probably where you're going to see the most transparency.
well, there's no stigma in regards to
No,
it.
there's no stigma.
Even though there kind of should be, right? Because look at the Jack Reacher guy, right? Right? It's like, yo, are you getting that job over this other? Maybe this dude's natural and he's naturally big. He lifts weights and he gets naturally big and he's fucking yoked as shit. But you just take some magic fucking potion and now you're as big or bigger than he is, or more ripped, right? Like this guy, this guy has to eat natural foods and take protein powders and all that shit to gain all his muscle, but maybe he has a little bit of fat on him because he's eating foods to do it. But if you're just have this like fat burning fucking magic potion that keeps your muscle, like, well, you have a large advantage. Like, that's maybe worth looking at in regards to actors.
Well, let's be honest too. Like, it's not a very deep story.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if we're gonna talk about competitive advantages, it is competitive to get a role in something, especially when it's like it's not some demanding acting role. It's just like we need you to be big, strong superhero guy. Like
first and foremost, yeah.
It's a little crazy at that point. But I think we've said enough. Please, I implore you to please go look into this yourself, and it'll burst your childhood bubble. If you're a baseball fan, like Mickey Mantle, and it's like, I heard that guy did fucking horse steroids and shit. It's like, well, hey, about Josh Hamilton, he'll put heroin in his arm. You don't think he'd put fucking something else in his fucking body? I'm just saying, these are worth looking at. But all right, there you go. Check it out. I'll link these videos in the description box. All right, we're out of here.